And we're here with Terre Haute North coach Todd Woeffle entering, can't believe it, your 18th year at the helm of Terre Haute North. What does that even sound like? Could you even imagine when you started that we'd be here 18 years later?
Nah, it just means that I'm getting really old, as you viewers can probably tell by my hairline.
Mine too.
Yeah. Well, you and I remember you from Little League,
That's
so
right,
yeah,
that's
we,
right.
we still look pretty good. Well,
I
would say
agree.
that.
I agree. You
You
better
know,
than me though.
yeah, it just means that I've been at a school that I love and I appreciate, and a program that I love too. So very fortunate to have a job, also in the Terre Haute community. It means a lot to me. So we're looking to get forward. We're looking forward to get started here with year 18.
And of course, so much goes along with summer workouts and conditioning and barring guys from other sports and things of that nature. Well, tell us about your summer and how workouts have been going.
Well, we're coming off a season last year where we had a very successful year, 21-6, winning a sectional and a regional for the first time since 1999. So our season went a little bit longer than usual, but we had 12 practices in the spring. A lot of those guys back had an excellent summer. We played about 20 games in the month of June. Tailed it back a little bit in July so those guys could get some AAU. We have a lot of guys that play AAU, which is really good at a high level. And then had 16 practices this fall to get ready to go, and we're in practice 7, I think, today. And, I think the guys are looking forward to going against someone else.
I believe that. And you mentioned the success, of course, back-to-back 20-plus win seasons, and even the games last year that you lost, you're right in those. And so what are some of the small things that you're looking to tweak from last year to this year to pick off another win or two?
Well, we had 3 seniors last year, and losing Bryce Wren is obviously difficult for us because he did so much. He's a stat stuffer as far as what he did on the defensive end for us. So, we're going to have to adjust to that. And Asaya Minky and Brady Stepp are both excellent leaders. Didn't always show up on the box score, but daily in practice and in the locker room. We have 5 seniors this year, so they've been through the battles. I think we're going to be balanced. But losing Bryce on the defensive end is really going to be something that we're going to have to adjust to early if we're going to be successful.
And one of those seniors, you mentioned 5 seniors, one of those seniors right there in your own household, and I'd be remiss to not mention Gavin. And I've kind of watched the two of you over the last 3 years, and part of me, I say I don't envy you trying to coach your son, but that's got to, put more gray hair on your head, but also give you a sense of pride of watching him develop. What can you tell us about? I don't want to just single him out,
Right.
but as one of the leaders, one of the point guards, tell us about Gavin and his development.
Well, he's developed both as a basketball player, and we hope, his mother and I both hope, he's matured quite a bit, as well as the coaching staff. And I think we've seen that in his game as far as the spring and summer, where he became more of a complete player and a pass-first point guard. He does not bless with a great size as far as height goes, but he needs to be tough and be able to defend and get after people. I think he wants to play at the next level, so that motivates him to work hard and, just mature as a person, as well as our other guys. With the 5 seniors, have Brady Kloffenstein recently signed with Bellarmine. Nate Millington's going to play baseball at Indiana State. Cam Fennell is going to have opportunities at the next level. Guys who play a lot of basketball, and Trey Brown's coming off a very successful football season for him individually, where he grew and was in a leadership spot. So I think he's going to provide a spark for us. And then 4 juniors, and Tyler Wren, who had an excellent offseason. Mason Lloyd, who is Mr. Consistency for us. He does everything well. Braylon Cheshire, that came back and then who didn't play last year, and Blake Hammond, who should be a force for us both inside and out. So we love our personnel, what we have going at Terre Haute North right now. We hope that culture continues, and if we work hard, we hope that leads to wins this winter.
I one thing I can say about Gavin when I watched him, and the last thing I'll say about him, young man has never been scared of the moment. He believes in himself, and if you can see that, sometimes kind of like I talked about, that leads to those gray hairs. If you can bottle some of that and actually have that with your team, I think you're off to a good start with a team.
Yeah.
That
he
believes.
Definitely doesn't lack confidence, Walt. And I think that trickles over to the other players on the team, or I hope it does in a positive way.
Right.
Now, when that works in a negative way, sometimes he gets to sit closer to Dad than he'd really like
I've
and
seen
coach.
that too.
Yes, absolutely. But, there's some guys that keep him pretty level. They've been around him a long time and understand how he is and how each other – their personalities. Everyone's personality is different, but can you get that chemistry to work together and function as one cohesive unit? And if you can do that, then you have the opportunity to be successful.
Todd, best of luck this season. We'll definitely be watching you, checking you out, and look forward to seeing you guys on the court this year.
I appreciate you covering high school sports.